What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another great episode of Simone with the Sports. I'm Simone, bringing you guys the daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here and you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you stop what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe. Keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you check out the links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Simone with the Sports, a merch collection. Get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, or the brand new fly or die tee for my Birds fans. But above all else, make sure you turn your notification bells on, because you know the videos are coming like boom, 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 boom. And you don't want to miss a single video or a single live stream. Y'all, I haven't gone live during a game since the playoffs last season. We went live during the playoffs last season, but I haven't gone live for a game since then. I'm thinking I'm gonna go live Tuesday. It should be James Harden debut, but at the same time, I might be at a game on Tuesday. It depends, but do y'all want game streams? Is that something y'all interested in? Let me know down below. After the All-Star break, maybe we can get that kicked off. But today, we gotta get kicked off. We gotta talk about buyout market candidates. So we know the trade line. I said the trade line. We know the trade deadline has come and gone, and now teams are looking towards the buyout market to complete their rosters for a championship run. And a team like the Sixers are definitely someone who I think are going to be active when it comes to the buyout market. So let's discuss some options for the Sixers. We know our biggest needs right now is a backup center and a backup point guard. Pretty much our same needs, but we did trade away Andre Drummond. So we are going to need some help in the front court behind Joel Embiid. And then also one of our problems that's been hindering us for a while is not having a real, true playmaker, facilitator coming off the bench. So let's talk about some options. Option number one, I kind of want to get out the way, is Goran Dragic. So Goran, we know, was a longtime Miami Heat player. Then he ended up getting traded to the Raptors from the Heat in the Kyle Lowry trade that sent Kyle Lowry from the Raptors to the Heat. So now Goran Dragic has been traded to the Spurs, you guys. So he got traded to the Spurs. He's 35 years old now. He's a great veteran point guard last season. Now this season he has been holding out with the Raptors, hurt, but it really looked like he's holding out because he doesn't want to be there. But last season he averaged 13 points, I want to say 3 rebounds and 4 assists, or 4 rebounds and 3 assists, but some pretty solid numbers. He shot 47% from the field and 37% from 3. So he is a super vet at 35 years old, but he is one of the best point guard candidates consistency-wise on the buyout market. Now Goran, like I said, he was originally with the Heat, then he was with the Raptors this season. He's been sitting out with the Raptors, but then at the trade deadline, he got traded to the Spurs. So it's looking like it's looking like Goran is going to get bought out, but Goran wants to go play with the Mavs. He's pretty much explicitly said in the past he wants to be a Dallas Maverick. Now, several other teams have already inquired by Goran, none of them the Sixers. Milwaukee, Chicago, and the Clippers are teams that are expected to be interested in Goran. I don't know if the Mavs are, but the Sixers are definitely a team that need to be interested in him because he just checks all our boxes when it comes to the backup point guard position. And I know he wanted to go to the Mavs, but what player right now wouldn't want to come to the Sixers? You got Joel Embiid, you got James Harden, Embiid. That's the nickname for now, y'all. Embiid, you know what I mean? J&J, Embiid. Who would want to play with that duo right now? So even though he wanted to go to the Mavs, maybe after the James Harden trade, he like, I like what's going on in Philly. I like, you know what I mean? Let me head up north. You know what I'm saying? So Goran Dragic is definitely an option. Who else is an option, y'all, who is always an option, is Dennis Schroder. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Dennis Schroder personality-wise, but Dennis Schroder will be an excellent backup point guard off the bench. In my opinion, he's a great facilitator. But Dennis Schroder, y'all, we know he was with the Lakers last season. Then he went to the Celtics this season, but now he's been traded to the Rockets in a deal where Daniel Tice went to the Celtics. Dennis Schroder got sent to the Rockets just at this trade deadline. So he was only on a $6 million one-year deal with Boston, and we know that the Rockets right now are in super rebuild mode. It might be a situation where Dennis Schroder gets bought out, and he's one of the top players on the buyout market right now. So Dennis Schroder, like I said, he is somebody who is a very solid backup point guard. In some offenses, he really could be a starting point guard. But in our situation, he would be coming off the bench. I really love his game as a facilitator. A lot of times, I watched him the most, of course, with OKC and with the Lakers. But a lot of the times, Dennis likes to go into like a lot of one-on-one ISO situations and then kind of feel like, pass the ball, dude. But overall, he's a really good facilitator. But Dennis Schroder, he sometimes has some attitude issues off the court. He's had like beef with a couple of players by now. So I don't know, locker room wise, like, is Dennis Schroder going to stay in pocket? Because he's had beef with a lot of players in the past, and it's just, I'm always seeing something negative going around about Dennis Schroder. So I'm just not sure if he's somebody that I will want locker room wise, because we got to make sure our locker room chemistry stays on point. But I would definitely be interested in Dennis Schroder as a backup point guard if he's going to stay in pocket. Now, guys, let's talk about backup center options. Now, in the first game without Andre Drummond, B-Ball Paul, of course, was backing up Joel Embiid. But down the stretch, we're going to, of course, need some more help than that. So we talked about Boogie Cousins a little bit, but let's talk about Tristian Thompson. So Tristian Thompson got traded from, Tristian Thompson is journeyman at this point. Tristian Thompson got traded from the Kings to the Pacers at the deadline. Now, the Pacers are trying to do a little something now. They got Tyrese Halliburton. They're keeping Miles Turner at the 5. And it's a situation where the Pacers might keep Tristian Thompson as a backup 5 behind Miles Turner. But there's also a situation where Tristian Thompson could get bought out by a contender this year, a contender as in the Sixers. So Tristian Thompson is definitely a solid, very solid backup point guard, backup center option. Tristian Thompson, he be using his body to protect the rim. He's good at getting rebounds, putbacks, all that. Just your typical, he's not going to do anything extra, but he's just your typical backup center, backup rim protector. Like I said, he was with the Celtics. He was averaging 6.2 points this season and 5.8 rebounds. But like I said, he's a great guy to come off the bench. And I think the Warriors are a team that's definitely interested in Tristian Thompson, as of course they want to add some depth in their front court as well. But of course, there's a lot more options. But guys, well, not a lot more options. But of course, for me, I'm focusing on backup point guard. And I'm focusing on backup center behind Joel Embiid. So those are just some options. Let me know what other buyout candidates you guys are looking at. And let me know if you're hearing anything in the streets about what the Sixers might do. But until then, y'all, we have one more day until James Harden makes his debut. So today is Sunday. James is supposed to be making his debut on Tuesday. So that is going to be super exciting. Make sure you're tapped in, because I'm definitely going to do a James Harden Sixers debut reaction, first reactions and all that. So make sure you're tapped into my channel, have your notification bells on, and I might actually be going live during that game. It just depends what my schedule is, because I might have a game to go to myself. But make sure you guys like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, make sure you let me know what you want to see on my channel for the rest of the season when it comes to the Sixers and even the Eagles and all that. But until I talk to you guys next time, bye!